My name is Kayla Keith, and this is Missing Midwest, a true crime podcast about those that have gone missing. Today's story takes place in Nebraska and is about a 19-year-old who went to work and was never seen again. Where is Jason Jolkowski? Someone knows something. Hello.
Hey.
Ready for another Missing Midwest episode?
I am. Hey, have you guys thought about jumping on the Murdered Midwest episodes? We had an absolute wild one yesterday.
Out of all of the ones that I've done, I don't recommend starting with yesterday's.
That's true.
It was the darkest case I've ever covered.
Truly insane person.
Albert Fish, if you've ever heard of him, he's an American serial killer. He was known as the Boogeyman, the Werewolf, the Vampire, the Great. He had like so many names. He was horrible. Literally insane. It's a rough episode. It's pretty dark. It'll ruin your Friday for sure.
We're sorry about that.
So sorry about that. But you should subscribe and listen to the other, how many episodes do we have now?
We're like at 25, I think.
Yeah. So listen to the first 24 before you listen to yesterday's.
Yeah.
Because you'll judge me a little. But yeah, it was a good true crime story.
You get some stickers and a foam background, and you know what? I just had the idea today. We should do car decals.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun for our
If
subscribers.
I see a car with our decal on it, I will
we'll
honk and wave.
Yeah, we'll be embarrassing for sure.
I'm already embarrassing with people, but
car decals is a good idea. I'll put it on the list.
We will. Any announcements? I have nothing.
Not really.
Still pregnant.
Spring break's coming for these folks here. Be safe.
I have a couple spring break surprises for y'all.
We do. A little spoiler there. But be safe and recommend our podcast to those that you're going on spring break with.
Yeah, here we are in Florida. Make your friends listen to us.
We listen to Missing Midwest the whole way down here. Oh, what's Missing Midwest? This wicked awesome podcast from folks back in Kokomo. I like it.
Want to know what one of the best decisions I have made for myself lately is? Stanley Cleaning Company. In this season of life we are in, with kids, practices, jobs, and pregnancy, it just makes sense to have a little extra help, and in turn, a little extra time. Christine comes to my house every other week and sweeps and mops for me, and I am not kidding when I say it is the best. She leaves my home smelling amazing and literally sparkling. We thrive in a clean environment as a family, and this service is the best thing I've ever spent my money on. It saves me time and energy, two things I'm greatly lacking lately. It can be a simple sweep and mop or a deep clean, home or office. It can be weekly or monthly. It's whatever you need. Plus, it's a local small biz, and you know I love supporting fellow business owners and entrepreneurs. Give her a call or text her and let her know what you want done. 765-860-3606. The only thing I was thinking of talking about today was like how crazy the crime world has been. So I want to just give you guys a little advice that you need to be watching your children left and right. There have been so many kids going missing lately, and it's all at the hands of people they knew. Mom's boyfriend, an uncle, a family friend, and it's like these kids haven't been found alive. Like there have been so many murders lately of young kids, and it's been so much. I mean, right here in Kokomo, there was a lady a couple weeks ago that she had been on Facebook and TikTok saying, this man is going to kill me. She literally said, if I die and you find my body in Kokomo, this man did it. And y'all, she disappeared. And the police found her last week, and they arrested the exact guy that she said killed her because he killed her.
Right here in Kokomo.
I mean, it's crazy. There was an Amish lady that got murdered in her house. She was pregnant, I think she was 6 or 8 months pregnant, with her two small children, like a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. And a guy killed her in her house. He shot her, and then the 3-year-old told police that he went to the kitchen and got a knife and he cut her throat. Come to find out, he was at the wrong house. It was some custody battle with the foster system or something, and he killed the wrong lady. He thought that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's just
what the heck is wrong? I mean,
literally
going after anybody.
I mean, I don't know that anybody is in as many true crime.
It's double bad.
Yeah,
that's double bad.
I don't know if anybody's in as many true crime groups as me, but it has just been day after day, new cases of missing people and murders and crazy stories, and I'm over it. It's been bad. So, don't trust anybody.
Man, makes me
stop
sad.
Trusting family, friends, and uncles. And there was oh my gosh, this one made me crazy because I've always said I'm not letting my kids spend the night at other people's houses, which is so sad because I grew up spending the night with all my friends and I loved it. But these girls, there were 3 girls, and they went to their friend's house to spend the night, and the dad made smoothies. And one of the girls said she started feeling like really dizzy and groggy, and they were down in the basement, and the other girls fell asleep. And she texted her mom and was like, please come and get me. Something's wrong. I don't feel good. She said, just say I have a family emergency. Well, her mom was asleep and didn't get the text. So then she called texted a family friend, and the family friend went and picked her up. And as soon as they picked her up, they were like, something's wrong. Like, she's not acting right. They drove her straight to home, woke her parents up. As soon as her parents saw her, they're like, okay, she's been drugged or something. Like, she's not acting right. She couldn't even she was like completely unconscious. So the mom called the parents of the other 2 girls. All the parents went to the house to pick up their daughters, and the dad wouldn't let them in, which I assume
I will throw
the dads.
I'm coming through your front door.
It said that the dads.
If I go to see my kid and you say I can't come in, like, there's a problem.
It said that the dads forced their way in, and
100%.
eventually, so I'm sure it didn't go over well when the dad said you can't pick up your girl. He said they're asleep in the basement, and they were like, yeah, we don't care. So they went in and got all 3 of the girls and all these parents drove them to the ER, and all of them tested positive for this, like a tranquilizing, like an insomnia drug. And he had freaking drugged these girls in their freaking mango smoothies. And the one girl that was managed to stay conscious during all of it, she said that he like came downstairs and was like waving his hand in front of the other. She like remembers him like waving his hand and like seeing if they were breathing, trying to see like how out they were.
Unbelievable.
Like his plans were not good. I cannot even imagine sending your daughter thinking she's going to be safe. So I don't know. It's just been a crazy week.
Jeez.
Watch your kids. Don't trust anybody. I trust nobody.
Well, I have
Sorry.
a much lighter announcement before you get into your story.
That was my, sorry, I'll get off my little.
That was like a soapbox
I'll
monologue.
get off. Go ahead.
Jeez, that's okay. It's all right. It's relevant to today. It's true crime stuff. Just wanted to give you guys some to-do lists if you're spending your spring break in Kokomo. I know there's a lot of us that are staying around here. We're going to say goodbye to all of our friends that are going to Florida and be jealous of them for a week. But while you're here in Kokomo, make sure you get on over and check out some of our sponsors. We've got the Jefferson House of Flowers. That's where the queen resides during the day, doing up bouquets, getting weddings ready to go, doing all those cool things. But our family does own that business, and it's a great support to us if you decide to head out there. Let's see, some of our other sponsors. Make sure you're following all of our sponsors on social media. You've got Amber White, Realtor. She's on Facebook. And then you got Bow Digital. They're on Facebook as well. All do a great job. That's Bow, B-O-W-E.
Yes, if you need
also,
help.
find a way to get into Cross America. Come get some coffee on your spring break. Just hang out. It's so nice here. So nice here. We love coming in here every time. They got a nice little gift shop. The vibe. It's got Chick-fil-A vibes, people. I've mentioned this before. Our Chick-fil-A is not here yet. It's coming. I'm very excited about that. But if you want some Chick-fil-A vibes, they have them here at Cross America. Get in here. Get yourself something to eat. They got great breakfast foods. We always get the little what are they? The croissants. Like
bacon and egg croissant.
Yeah, sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
They have really good smoothies.
And then their smoothies are fire. And
get
then
one now that we're talking about it.
I know I get their like ham sandwiches. So much meat, like for lunch. It's like a grilled ham sandwich. Delicious. Get in here at Cross America. Go see the Jefferson House of Flowers.
If you decide to sell your house and move to Florida, talk to Amber.
Yeah.
And if you need help with your small business, talk to Wayne at Bow Digital. They're really good with advertising.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor us, let us know.
We're always looking for more
I'm very
sponsors.
pregnant, and I would love the following: an ice cream shop, any food, or a massage parlor. I got a prenatal massage. Shout out to the Relax Place. That was a good massage. I'm gonna have to go back. She did awesome. So they're in Kokomo too. So if you can't relax on the beach, maybe go get a massage from Lena because she did really good. And then we have
little spring cleaning. Get yourself a little spring
Why am I
cleaning.
saying Christine? Her name's Christine. Christine Stanley.
Yes.
Stanley Cleaning Company.
Get yourself a little spring cleaning.
Schedule
lined
it
up.
while you're gone
Treat
in Florida.
yourself. Here you go. Line up Stanley Cleaning to come to your house while you go to Cross America and the Jefferson House.
You go to Florida.
Or you go to Florida.
Oh, you know what? She does cleanings for realtors too.
Oh, look at there.
Before they sell their house.
Just a full little cycle here.
All of our sponsors go together.
Yeah. Just incredible.
We need Dollar General and some food, please.
We need a restaurant.
Listen, if you want to sponsor us in the form of gift cards, I'm open to
I
that.
reached out to a couple restaurants saying,
You
like,
did?
we will trade advertising for store credit. And I haven't heard back. But if you know somebody that owns a restaurant, send them our way because we've got spring break plans that involve eating delicious foods.
Oh my gosh, what if we could make a food review segment? Because I would totally be down for that.
I'm ready to start a whole new podcast on that.
On just food?
Listen, don't tempt me.
We're
Don't tempt me.
foodies.
We're foodies.
It's the only reason
big
we
time.
travel. If we're going to Florida, it's just to try new restaurants in Florida. Are you looking to buy or sell in 2024? Let Amber White help you find your home sweet home. Amber is a local realtor to the Kokomo and Howard County area, and when I say she knows her stuff, she knows her stuff. When we decided to move closer to family, I literally messaged Amber and told her I wanted to sell my house, and then later I want to buy this house, and she made it all happen. Buying and selling is such an overwhelming process, but Amber seriously took care of every single step and eliminated all the stress for us. Her knowledge was invaluable, and while I say I never want to move again, I know exactly who to call if we decide to. Follow her on Facebook at Amber White, Realtor /broker with Carrie Gruhl and Associates, or you can give her a call at 765-865-1118.
We should probably get to the story. I'm sorry. That's like our longest rambling.
We didn't have any announcements.
We did have announcements. You just decided to talk about every true crime story in the United States,
I don't
which is
like
okay.
announcements.
It's okay. I did the announcements.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I got one for you. We're going to Nebraska today. Never been there. Have we?
Nope. I don't think I have either.
Well, I can't get my iPad to turn on, so we're going to go to Nebraska in a minute once this iPad turns on. There it is.
Gee whiz.
We are talking
We like talking to you guys. We're just talking to you today.
I could just sit and talk, yeah. We are talking about Jason Jolkowski today. We are going to Grand Island, Nebraska. He was born here on June 24th, 1981. His parents were Jim and Kelly. He has a younger brother named Michael. Population is 52,000, and they only have one Dollar General. So I feel like the further out west we get, the less Dollar Generals we have, and I don't like it.
Definitely need more than one if you're going to host 52 people.
52,000 people.
52,000
Your Dollar General
people.
seems to be very crowded.
I mean, they usually only have like 5 or 6 of each fall decoration. So, like, that's not enough for 52,000 people.
Spring decor is out right now.
Spring decor. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. Forgive me.
Yeah, get in your right time here.
Forgive me.
Right season. We're in spring
I'm happy we're in
decor
spring.
at Dollar General.
Yep.
Don't sleep on it. It's pretty good. They're little cute bunnies right now. So yeah, not enough Dollar Generals for sure. I mean, is it true that you only have one Dollar General there? Because I could only find one.
Let us know if that's not the case.
So
we can lay off of our Dollar General rants.
Because I really like to just like peruse the aisles, and I don't need 52,000 people there with me. Anyway, so Jason disappeared. Hence the reason you're listening to Missing Midwest. He is missing. He was living with his parents at their home on 48th and Bedford Avenue in the Benson neighborhood of Omaha. He was a part-time student in the radio broadcasting program at Iowa Western Community College in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Radio broadcasting.
That sounds fun.
Is that what we're doing right now? Are we radio
Kinda.
broadcasting?
I mean, I would imagine
we
it's
have
similar.
a microphone.
Yeah.
He worked at Fazoli's. There was a local Fazoli's. That's where he
Respect.
worked. There's a picture of him. He's handsome. He was described as shy, intelligent, and very kind by those that knew him. He eventually wanted to be a radio DJ for KIWR. Maybe that's how they say it. I don't know.
It's you probably nailed it.
Did I nail that?
Good
I think
work.
I did. They're probably going to contact me. Maybe KIWR will sponsor us. I don't know why they would here in Kokomo, but maybe. On Wednesday, June 13th, 2001, Jason was called into work early. He had initially planned to walk to his job, which was 4 miles away because his car was at an auto repair shop. But since he was called in early, he needed to get there early, and so he had called his coworker for a ride. Jason had trouble giving directions. Same. And so he was like, just pick me up at high school because his coworker and him both went to Benson High School.
Okay.
And the high school was just 8 blocks from his home.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm just going to walk to the high school, pick me up at the parking lot. That
Fair
way
enough.
you don't have to try to find my house. At 10:45 a.m., Jason was seen by his neighbor, Chester Link. He said that he saw Jason outside with his younger brother, Michael, and he was helping to drag the garbage cans back up to the house. And this was at 10:45 in the morning, okay?
Okay.
Less than an hour later, between 11:15 and 11:30, His coworker called his house looking for him and was like, "Hey, I'm at the high school. Jason's not here." They had no idea. They immediately called the police. I'm sure they went and drove and looked for him, but the police were called very quickly. The school security cameras were checked, and he never showed up at the school that day. So he went missing
in an 8-block
middle of daylight in a neighborhood in 45 minutes.
What time did you say that his buddy was supposed to pick him up at the high school?
He was supposed to be picked up at, where did it go? I think 11:30.
Yeah, it would take you, 10 minutes to walk 8 blocks maybe?
Oh, wait, no. 11, because it says he after he took the garbage cans back up, his neighbor said he started walking in the direction of the high school.
Yeah.
And then at 11:15 and 11:30, that's when the coworker started. So I'm assuming 11.
Yeah,
he was probably supposed to be there at 11.
Yeah.
11:15, she's like, "Where the heck is he?" 11:30.
It's not like he's been missing for a long time.
No, it literally was like half an hour, 45 minutes. The 8 blocks between his house and the school was quiet residential streets. Just houses.
So you got either a drive-by pickup or a real psycho that's living on that stretch.
So according to the blog Disappeared, authorities initially assumed that Jason was just another teen runaway, and they did not begin to investigate his disappearance until 10 days after he went missing.
Oh my gosh, are you
Doesn't that piss you off?
He had called a friend to pick him up.
Yeah. His family and friends were absolutely certain that he did not run away. They said his family meant everything to him. Things were going super well in his life. He had his best friend, her name was Amanda. She said, quote, "He loves his parents and his brother more than anything in the world. If he was talking to me on the phone, he would put me on hold so he could go tuck his brother into bed. His family came first."
Wow. Whether you're a team of 1 or 1,000, Bo Digital can help make your marketing goals a reality.
Let's be honest, most of us who run our own businesses need help in the marketing category. Either you have no clue what an algorithm is or you just don't have time to mess with it, Bo can help you with that. They offer an a la carte menu of marketing services where you can take what you need. It can be your website, your socials, newsletters, or even blogs. Bo can help you take some of it off your plate and free up time for you to focus more on the things that you love. I personally use Bo Digital in my own small business, and I love them and the team that they have and the knowledge that they possess is far beyond anything that I could do on my own. If you're looking to grow your business, you have to put a bow on it. You can reach out to them on their website, bowdigital.com, or on Facebook, BOWE digital.com.
Jason only had his cell phone and no more than $60 on him that day, and nothing was taken from his bedroom. He didn't take anything with him. He didn't freaking run away.
No way.
After the 10 days, police started to believe he didn't run away as well. They started interviewing friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, but they were at a complete loss as to what happened to Jason. There have been no sightings of him, no forensic evidence, and no circumstantial evidence to work with. It's as if he simply vanished, they said.
Which I'm pretty sure did not happen.
Yeah. They said, everybody that knew him said he had no interest in partying. He never partied. No involvement in drugs or alcohol at any point in his life, ever. So after his disappearance, too, there was no activity in his bank account. No suspects ever were identified. And his coworker was ruled out as a person of interest early on. So the main theory, which his family also believes, is that either Jason was lured into a vehicle that day. They said he was very nice. So if somebody would have pulled up beside him and asked for directions or stopped to give him a ride, he probably would have taken it, and then they murdered him. That is what the family says. So in 2001,
Again, you're going through a neighborhood.
Right?
How often do people drive through neighborhoods?
And how does nobody see that?
Yeah.
So 2021 was the 20th anniversary of his disappearance, and the family and his friends, they gathered at a park for a commemoration of the 20th anniversary. And Jason's mom, Kelly, said the following, which breaks my heart. Unfortunately, with this 20-year mark, I have now not had him more years than I had him in my life since he disappeared at the age of 19. He was almost 20, but he was 19. That's hard to fathom. 20 years, 2 decades. She recalled a memory from those years. She said, we really didn't have a name for it, but it was kind of a who laughs first game. You would say one word, and it was usually something silly. And then we would just see who would start laughing, and Jason was always the one who lost. We knew that he had the tendency to giggle. Despite the enduring pain of their loss, they still remain hopeful that they'll have closure one day. His mom said, hope is your right until you know the truth. I love that quote.
Yeah.
Some people try to take hope away from you. They think they will. You should be over this by now. You should be back to normal. But everyone deserves hope. That just ripped my heart out. It's so sad. A police officer that investigated his disappearance deemed it as the most baffling case he has ever seen in his 30 years of working as a detective. As of 2024, the Omaha police still continue to investigate the case and any tips. Following the disappearance, his mom and dad created Project Jason to help families through a loved one's disappearance. In 2005, they, after lobbying with the Nebraska legislature, Jason's Law was passed, which is a statewide database on missing persons. And then Kelly, his mom, later received a Volunteer for Victims Award from the U.S. Attorney General in 2010. And the Nebraska Governor's Points of Light Award in 2014 in recognition of her work to support families of missing people, which I think is great.
Seriously. Talk about making a difference.
Yeah. She also said, in most missing, she said in their case is different. In most missing person cases, she said you have a suspect. You have an idea of what happened.
A lead, something.
She said something. She said, we have nothing. In her specific case. So most missing cases that she works with missing families. Most of them, she has something. They have something to look, or even if it's just something that gives you the slightest direction to look for. She was like, we have nothing. We have never had a suspect.
What state was it?
So what do you think?
What state was it that Chance went missing from?
Nebraska, wasn't it?
Wasn't he about this age?
Chance was 25, I believe. But there is the theory. I told you, Nebraska has
15
all these
missing guys.
Tons of missing middle-aged men that just kind of disappear. And
Goodness.
So, this happened in...
Disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, this happened earlier than what those 15 guys are currently having. But, 2021. 2000,
say,
this was
within
2001.
20 years.
I know. Within 20 years, yeah. I'm telling you, Nebraska is sketching me out.
Oh, he says,
So, what do you think happened? I think the only... Okay, so here's my opinion.
I have two thoughts.
I love how I asked you, and then
two
I'm
theories.
Like, no, here's my opinion.
What do you think? Never mind. Let me tell you what I think.
I think there's two theories. First of all, 100% foul play.
Obviously. I'm absolutely 0% in on the he ran away theory.
Oh, yeah, no. I think somebody stopped and offered him a ride because I think he would get into the car and they would drive away, and that would not cause any sort of commotion. And then he was able, they were in the middle of the daylight, able to leave and get out of there, and then they murdered him. Or what if somebody's what if one of the houses on that 8 block just grabbed, what if somebody's working on their car or something and just asked him for help and just pulled
carry this real quick? Can you help? I mean, he's a nice kid.
That's what I'm thinking.
Can you help me move this couch?
Which that one to me really gives me the creeps me out because I'm like, it's one of those houses in that neighborhood.
It's one of those houses that they have to drive by every single day.
That they've been driving by every day since he disappeared. Yeah.
One of those houses they probably knocked on the door and asked, "Have you seen him?"
Oh, I'm sure the police interviewed everybody on that.
I'm sure the parents did.
In that 8 block length. Did you know the Jefferson House of Flowers has been a local Kokomo florist for almost 100 years? Our trained designers make beautiful arrangements for literally any occasion. You can send flowers for any reason. Birthdays, anniversaries, get well, congratulations. The list goes on. We make flowers for funerals, weddings, proposals, and even proms. Let's be honest. Receiving flowers, whether you're at home or at your work, it makes you feel special. You get butterflies and you feel loved, and that's what sending flowers is all about, the feeling it creates. Call us at 765-452-8269 and let us create something special and send it out for you. Or you can stop in and see us at 4300 West, 100 North Kokomo. We always have a cooler full of flowers that are ready to go, as well as a boutique full of gifts. Shop local, support local, and send flowers. So, I think obviously foul play. I think it's crazy that nobody saw anybody even get into a car. Nobody even saw him walking. His neighbor saw him heading in the direction of the school that day, and that was it. That was the last sighting of him.
Man, I don't like that at all. And again, it's just so Nebraska. I don't know. What city was Chance in? I'm looking it up right now.
I was going to say I have to go all the way back to my notes here. And he was visiting his in-laws in Gering, Nebraska.
Gering.
He was 25. And that was 2019, so 19 years.
18 years.
18 years later, but...
I mean, we just talked about Albert Fish yesterday. He was doing
Lord, I know.
crime for...
Yeah, it definitely seems like something's going on in Nebraska. If you live in Nebraska, like,
I
please
guess it's
be
on like
safe.
the complete opposite side of
Are they?
Nebraska. 6.5, almost 7 hours apart.
I mean, I think it's pretty far-fetched to try to connect those two cases. But
I mean, to me, I'm just another missing person that's vanished in Omaha or in Nebraska.
I want a bulletin board of all the young men missing in Nebraska
with red yarn.
with red yarn connecting them on a map. But it's got to be the missing ones that just like up and vanished. Like there's some missing ones that I was reading one the other day, like researching for cases to do.
I mean, like last week's missing persons case, you're like, oh, we're pretty freaking sure this guy did it.
Yeah, it's not like this isn't one of those.
No,
like
this
we have cases we've
have
done. Like last week
nothing.
you did a case, your last missing case, Rachel.
That's what I'm talking about. Like we know
her
who freaking did
freaking
that.
freaking Brad did it.
Yeah.
This one, it's like there's nobody. So I want to see how many. I'm going to see how many cases there are of just up and vanished young men in Nebraska since 2000 on.
Yeah.
24
creepy.
years. So yeah, that's the story. If you know anything, they ask that you call the police.
You know what makes me mad, and this is something that we've talked about so many times. Omaha, state line.
Is it on the state line?
Gering, Nebraska, state line.
Oh, they are. Oh.
How many cases have we covered of these missing people that are on the state line? Like,
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, state line. Jared McCullough, state line.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy to me. And I think like we're trained to be like, oh, this
I
happened
wonder
in
where
Nebraska.
David Schultz was.
He was not in the.
Well, he was in Iowa, but like,
Yeah,
how
but it
close was
wasn't-
it? It's not state line; it's middle of
No,
Iowa.
'cause I remember. I think about it when I look up all these states now.
You're
I think
like,
about
gotta
it.
look
Yeah,
where they're at.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the story of Jason. Like I said,
Not much there.
not much there, but
deserves a story to be
deserves
told.
to be told.
Sounds like an awesome kid.
Yeah, you
Like-
can kind of tell when you look at him, and there's I'll
like a
share
sweetheart.
pictures, and there's an age progression picture of him. He's handsome, he's cute, he looks like just a nice guy. So yeah, I just feel for that mom. Like I said, y'all know why I
And
started
it
the
sounds
podcast.
like she did things with it. You know what I mean?
I
Like
know.
she made the world a better place,
Yep.
regardless of taking that kind of hardship.
Yeah. So if you know anything, you're asked to contact the police department there. There's tons. You can Google his name and find the numbers, and there's tip lines and a bunch of different stuff that you can do. So if you know something, say something. If you saw something, say something. If you think you saw something, say something.
Somebody knows something. This podcast is a So.Will.I.Studos production. So will I.